The camera world is undergoing a massive, hidden shakeup right now, and the gear in your hands is about to change forever. While everyone is staring at the flashy new camera releases, a silent war is being fought in the boardroom that could destroy the monopoly major brands have held for decades. At the same time, two tech giants are heading to court over a piece of pocket-sized technology that is rewriting the rules of filmmaking. If you think the camera market is predictable, you are completely wrong. A massive capital upheaval just went down behind closed doors, and it involves one of your favorite lens makers, Tamron. For years, Sony held the massive upper hand by being the largest shareholder in Tamron with a 15.35% stake. This meant Sony could subtly influence a company that makes lenses for its biggest rivals, like Canon and Nikon. But out of nowhere, a powerful Singapore-based activist hedge fund called Effissimo Capital stepped in and bought up a massive 17.38% share. Effissimo has officially dethroned Sony as the top dog at Tamron. This is a game changer because activist investors do not just sit back and collect checks. They aggressively push management to make radical changes for profit. This sudden power shift means Sony can no longer dictate what focal lengths Tamron produces or restrict their competitive growth. Rumors are already circulating that this new backing will force Tamron to push hard into premium third-party lenses for Canon's strict RF mount and Nikon's Z mount. Traditional, slow-moving camera companies are terrified because aggressive third-party builders like Viltrox are already eating their lunch by offering 95% of the optical quality of first-party glass at literally half the price. Tamron is now being forced to evolve fast, and they are preparing to drop some incredibly exciting, unannounced lenses over the next few months to stay ahead of the curve. Meanwhile, a brutal head-to-head war has erupted in the compact camera market. DJI and Insta360 are literally tearing each other apart, launching rival products while simultaneously locked in legal battles. DJI has just dropped the highly anticipated Osmo Pocket 4 Pro, also known as the Pocket 4P, in China. It is an absolute powerhouse. It keeps the core 1-inch sensor but adds a game-changing 3x optical telephoto lens. This gives creators a 60mm equivalent focal length packed into a tiny, stabilized body. DJI is claiming this new system achieves an insane 17 stops of dynamic range by utilizing advanced hardware tech inside their brand new D-Log 2 profile. Not to be outdone, Insta360 just fired back with the Luna Ultra, a flagship dual-lens gimbal camera co-engineered with Leica. The Luna Ultra steps up the game with a massive 1-inch main sensor capable of shooting mind-blowing 8K video at 30 frames per second with Dolby Vision. It counters DJI with its own pro-grade telephoto lens and a brilliant, detachable 2-inch OLED touchscreen that doubles as a wireless remote control with a built-in microphone. These two companies are moving at an aggressive pace, constantly dropping massive firmware updates that turn their devices into entirely new tools months after launch. This fierce rivalry has driven them to court over patent disputes, proving just how high the stakes are as creators ditch heavy mirrorless rigs for ultra-portable, pocket-sized setups that make high-end filmmaking effortless. With all these new updates, the term log profile is being thrown around constantly, leaving a lot of creators highly confused. Many people think log is just a simple color table, but it is actually a specialized, logarithmic video format. When you shoot in standard profiles, the camera bakes in heavy contrast and saturation, often destroying details in bright skies or dark shadows. A log profile changes the mathematical curve of how the sensor captures light. It forces the camera to record a completely flat, washed-out image. While it looks boring out of the camera, this flat image preserves an incredible amount of raw data across the dynamic range, protecting your highlights from blowing out and keeping your shadows clean. It functions exactly like a digital safety net, giving you ultimate flexibility to grade and manipulate the colors later in post-production. Nikon has been quietly dangerous in this space as well. Instead of forcing users into complex workflows, they provide an exceptional, flat SDR profile that lets you see your exact image in camera while retaining plenty of flexibility for fast grading. The competition is reaching a boiling point. Boardrooms are shifting, third-party lenses are rivaling native glass, and tiny pocket gimbals are delivering cinematic power that used to require a Hollywood budget. The traditional giants cannot afford to stay comfortable anymore. Because the new era of camera tech is moving faster than anyone ever anticipated. If you like the video, subscribe, share the video, and hit the bell icon. My best opinion about this product segment is that the boundary between pocket-sized convenience and professional cinema quality has completely dissolved. The fact that we now have dual-lens gimbal systems with 1-inch sensors and 17 stops of dynamic range means your gear is no longer an excuse for poor production value. The industry is changing fast, and keeping up with these shifts is what will keep your content ahead of the competition.